very interesting how we have an administration that does not hesitate to use 9/11, spend even trillions of dollars on war in the name of 9/11, and then when it comes to spending millions to protect the health of those who served at 9/11, we have yet to hear a positive response from them. But your presence on the Hill today can change that, and I welcome you to Washington.
I'm Deputy Chief Jim Richards, New York City Fire Department. I lost my son on 9/11. I was down there from September 11th, that day, to the very end. I carried my son's body out of there in March 2002 with my 3 other sons. And I got sick. In 2005, my lungs shut down. I went into a coma. I was 16 days in a coma. They told my family I had 5 hours to live. Get your family together, he's going to die.
Everyone that was down there did breathe that stuff in, and we're all getting sick. I'm sick already. Everybody here is sick, and to me, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds more people. It's sad. Thousands of people.
Last year in September, I was diagnosed with aerodigestive cancer.
How you doing? My name is Tommy McGee. I'm a first responder, and it's hard to hear me. I had 2.2 masses removed from my voice box recently. I was down there from September 11th for 10 months straight. And the only reason I left there is they had to carry me out of there. I fell through an elevator shaft and I broke my back.
In late 2002, I was hospitalized for severe chest pains and shortness of breath. Thus began a medical odyssey, which has followed me to this day. A recent bronchoscopy resulted in a partially collapsed lung.
You know, they question you. What were you exposed to? Did you get stabbed? Did you get cut? Did you do this? No. Well, Teresa said, "Were you 9/11?" And they said, "You were ground zero." I said, "Yeah, I was there for a couple of months. I did like 3 hours there." That's where it came from.
They were told by the EPA that it was safe to work. They were told that despite the immediate symptoms of respiratory distress that were beginning to appear everywhere, they had nothing to worry about. As chairman of the Domestic Policy Subcommittee, which has a very broad jurisdiction, covers every area except Homeland Security and Department of Defense, we're going to start asking questions of the New York City Health Department about their evaluations, how they came to the conclusions. We're going to start getting documents. I want you to know this. We're going to start asking questions and getting documents, because we cannot let the city of New York escape its responsibility for these emergency workers. They're not going to do it.
We're going to change the landscape of the way they think in Washington. We have 35 meetings. But before we do that, let's remember the 205 that have died since 9/11.
I'm going to ask the New York City Health Department for their records as to how they could come to a conclusion that the illnesses that so many of these 9/11 workers have suffered were not, in fact, due to 9/11. Thanks a lot. Thank you.